He tried to pose with a shark and ended up in its jaws. Today, 47-year-old Sean Muse is in surgery after he tried to take a picture with that lemon shark. The shark bit him on the leg on Saturday on Cayo Costa. Muse's friends made a tourniquet out of rope, then took him to Boca Grande to meet up with paramedics, and they airlifted him to Gulf Coast Medical Center from there. Now, shark fishing is fairly common in our area, but there's a right and a wrong way to do it. Tonight, Gulf Coast News reporter Kendall Brandt shows you the rules of the water.
When I saw that video, I'm like, what are you guys doing? As soon as you lose respect for them, they're going to get you.
Charter boat captains like Enzo Cheraqua tell me what's happening in this video isn't just bad for the shark, it's against the law.
And I've seen pictures where customers will hold the sharks, 3, 4 people. That fish isn't breathing anymore. You might let it go and it swim away, but it could have brain damage or something because it hasn't, breathed in a while.
That's why FWC rules make it illegal to delay the release of a prohibited species, like the lemon shark in this video. You can see the shark is also lying on dry sand with its gills out of the water. Another FWC rule that was broken by these anglers.
Not only is a wave coming, but at the same time, the shark felt that it was basically floating again. So as a reflex, he said, well, I'm going to swim. And then that's how they lost grip and unfortunately got bitten.
Anyone with a valid fishing license can fish off the shore of Florida for sharks, but before you hit the sand, you have to take FWC's Shark Smart course online. I took the test myself. It only took 26 minutes and I passed with 100%.
When we asked the man who was bitten if he had his shore-based shark fishing permit,
you have to take a class to get your shark to fish from land for a shark, but that's whatever, it's a 30-minute class and it's free.
And you have your permit?
No.
It goes to show not knowing or not following the rules can end in disaster.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's why Cheraqua says to use a reputable charter if you want to reel in jaws.
The longer you fight a fish, the more it's going to harm the fish. I mean, you want to get that battle done quick and release them right away.
In Fort Myers Beach, Kendall Brandt, Gulf Coast News.
You're taking a live look at the Matanzas Pass Bridge on Fort Myers Beach. If you take this way to get to the island, you know it can be a nightmare sometimes. Lee County is planning to make repairs and changes to the light at Times Square right as you get onto the island at the base of the bridge. Gulf Coast News reporter Kendall Brandt is on Fort Myers Beach with when the project is set to begin.
Come to Times Square. You'll see busy businesses, lots of cars, and pedestrians navigating this intersection without a working light.
It's just kind of a weird interaction with cars because it's just a weird area.
You lead right into the beach over here. So with this light here, I believe it will help a little bit.
Crews start work Monday to rewire and replace the lights at Estero and Old San Carlos Boulevard, damaged from Hurricane Ian more than 3 years ago. The work coming ahead of schedule will elevate equipment to protect from any future storm surge. Pedestrian signals, ADA ramps, and cameras will also be added.
We want tourists to come here to spend money, revive our businesses. The beach is back, so having pedestrians come back and are able to be safe really is a top priority.
Repairs to these traffic lights are not the only work being done near Times Square. Behind this fence, crews are working to build back Lindholm Memorial Park.
Workers have already started groundwork to build the new restrooms and amenities at the popular park. Both projects piling on to excitement from locals and visitors alike.
Whatever we can do to keep everybody safe so that tourism remains strong here in Fort Myers, because everybody loves it here.
I think overall this area needs that, and it's grown a lot over the couple months, and I think it'll be good for the community here.
Work for the traffic lights will happen from 7 at night to 5:30 in the morning. You can expect some lane closures here and there. On Fort Myers Beach, Kendall Brandt, Gulf Coast News.
Prices, though, haven't seen as much of a drop. Much of the Gulf Coast still paying more than $4 a gallon, more than $1 higher than before the war in Iran. And it's putting a heavy burden on the growing food truck industry. Gulf Coast News reporter Kendall Brandt is in Lehigh Acres, where one family is struggling to make ends meet.
He said, this is what I'm meant to do. This is what I love to do.
So I told him, let's go all in.
The Dream Taqueria Mil Ocho Mil, an authentic Mexican food truck. Maneli de los Reyes and her husband Luis travel across Lee County, stopping for gas about 3 to 4 times a day. Filling up their tank runs about $140.
They bring us an opportunity, and we have to decide whether or not it's too far because of the gas. Our pickup truck just sucks up all that gas in like 1 hour. So it's frustrating.
According to AAA, gas is up by about $1.30 from this time last year. Diesel up nearly $2.
It's not just the gas for the truck. The couple tells me the cost of powering all of this equipment is also taking a toll. We still have to pay our bills. We have to pay the truck and all the little things that just suck up on what you're making.
Experts say fuel and food costs are forcing food truck owners to take a punch in profit rather than upping price.
So a lot of the food trucks really don't want to raise prices, and a lot of them are really eating it right now. I'm seeing a lot of food trucks really shorten their radius for where they'll actually go.
De Los Reyes says they're not upping prices right now, but keeping an eye on their fuel gauge.
We're not trying to be money hungry. We're trying to grow with our community. This is our life. This is his dream. So all of our blood, sweat, and tears is in this. Everything.
In Lehigh Acres, Kendall Brandt, Gulf Coast News.
Can we all go to the same hospital, Gulf Coast?
It's a drive that no mother wants to take.
As soon as I was approaching that light, I could already see the scene of all the first responders. And of course, that made my heart race faster. 2 of Sarah Ingracia's sons, Marco and Caesar, along with her husband Travis, were hit by a car on September 7th.
Deputies say the driver was more than 3 times the legal limit when he blew past a red light on US 41 as the family was turning left from Michael G. Rip Parkway. I saw the legs of my son Marco and entering the ambulance.
After going to Gulf Coast Medical Center, Marco was flown to St. Pete.
He was considered, in medical terms, internally decapitated, where his skull separated from his spine.
He spent his 9th birthday in the hospital recovering, where doctors thought he'd never walk again.
In the morning when I woke up, I had to do therapy before breakfast, and then before lunch I had to do therapy. And then after lunch, I did therapy.
Marco is now able to walk and will be out of his neck brace in the next 2 months. But more recovery is still needed after the family says they lost the truck that they use for their handyman business, Family Tree Works. She says drunk driving caused all of this pain.
It is definitely a mother's worst nightmare, but I really am thankful in my faith. I believe in God, and I do believe that God helped me make sure that it didn't get worse.
In Acero, Kendall Brandt, Gulf Coast News.